Mzee mmoja alitamani kitu rohoni mwake, kitu kimoja kikubwa Christmas hii, kuwa familia yake ije na upendo, ije na furaha tele. Furaha hiyo ienee zaidi kote. Ilete tabasamu ya Krismasi kwa wote. Sambaza furaha hii Krisi, tuje pamoja kwa upendo.
Good morning, Mount Kenya. No, I have fed you guys. Mumekula. Nani hapa jakula breakfast? Show of hands. My boss is here at the front. Aone, ajione. Good morning, good people. How are you doing? Muko salama? Very, very nice. Good morning to our online audience. Karibuni sana to the Grow with Safaricom Business, the 6th edition. Guys, clap for yourself. This is the sixth edition, and it's an amazing edition, a very special edition. One, it's the festive season, my favorite time of the year. Yeah, it's festive season. December is only 6 weeks away. So ni kusherehekea kweli kweli. Number 2, it's all about sambaza furaha. Come again, niambie sambaza furaha. I told guys earlier, leo hakuna mtu atarudi vile amekam. Yani tunatetemesha. My boss is smiling at me anasema, guy, but leo lazima tutetemeshe. We have amazing offers to give you, not just for your M-Pesas, but also for your businesses. So, are you guys enlightened? Mko happy? Are you guys overjoyed? Because, we are so many people in the room. If you're not here, we are live at Mount Kenya Safari Club at the 6th edition. And karibuni sana sana to this amazing edition. So, before we get started, allow me to give you the housekeeping rules so that we get acquainted to what are the expectations for this event. So for our online viewers, if you're joining from YouTube, if you're joining from LinkedIn, please let me know which biashara you're representing. So you can drop your hashtag the name of your biashara, so that we can also get to know you. So use the comment section on YouTube and LinkedIn, so there we can be able to have an engaging session with you. On hashtags today, our hashtag is Grow with Safaricom Business, as well as hashtag Sambaza Furaha na Safaricom. I know we all have smartphones. All of you look digital. You might not be Gen Zs, but I'm sure you're Gen Zs at heart. So please go to our social media. That is YouTube, LinkedIn, X, Facebook. The hashtag is Grow with Safaricom Business. I'm seeing guys looking at me. I need you to look at your phone. Kiasi tu tafadhali. Look at your phones. Hashtag, you can even take a selfie while you're at it. Take a selfie. Sema uko site up at Mount Kenya Safari Club with Grow with Safaricom Business. And we are here sambazaying furaha for all of you. So should you require any support, as always, the team and I are on hand to keep you connected within LinkedIn and YouTube. And you can reach out.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Laikipia County, Joshua Irungu, I've seen several county officials, our partners from the Ministry of MSMEs and Cooperatives, the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce. I think I saw Alex Kamau somewhere, and customers in the room at Fairmount, Mount Kenya Safari Club, and those ones joining online, my colleagues, our partners, and everybody. Good morning. I hope it's still morning. Good morning once more. I'm very excited for this sixth edition of Grow Safaricom Business. I want to first of all start by apologies of our Chief Enterprise Business Officer. She's called Cynthia Cropper. She should be here, but she's unable to make it. But secondly, also to remember where I was 24 years ago when Safaricom started. I remember I was just sitting for my KCSE. Then we were just studying to be chairs and other things. We didn't know there'd be a telecom company coming, but Safaricom and help you and fill, a certain knowledge gap that you have. When we talk to businesses, particularly small businesses, the issues they raise are knowledge. How do I brand my business? How do I register my business? How do I open a website? How do I become more visible? How do I keep my books? How do I access finance? So there's a huge knowledge gap that we realize we need to fill. So it's not just about us, you want to listen, that can help your business. And that's why this year we started a series called Grow with Safaricom Business, which is a platform that enables us to engage businesses. More importantly, you actually interact and you network. In fact, can I ask you to greet your neighbor and find out what they do? And pick their card. Perhaps that is the guy who will supply for you the tents you have been looking to do the event. That is the guy who will give you, the cakes. That is the guy who will give you transport, Yeah. I know when you walk around Nanyuki, you see things like ask for transport. That guy is seated here. Yeah, that is very engaging. So, and thank you very much. Please ensure before you leave here, at least you pick a business card and you know somebody, because that is a person you would call if you need some business done. And so we have opportunities to interact, to network, and then to talk about, we showcase our solutions. And you notice we have a big team there. Please take time to engage the team, learn more about our solutions, because here we'll be talking about more something that concerns you. So this is the 6th edition. I think the first one we talked about how to leverage tech, and it was just common tech. How do I open a website? We then talked about branding. How do you become visible on Facebook, on Instagram? How do you build your shop front and ensure that our customers can go on Facebook and complete a payment? The third session we just talked about, that was the first one on using tech. Then we talked about branding. Then the third one, we didn't think AI was a big thing, right? Now, when we talk AI in this region, people only think about artificial insemination, but AI actually means artificial intelligence. It was online, and over 500 customers logged in, and they have learned a lot. And there are a lot of things to do about AI, and you can talk to us how you can leverage your AI even as a small business. We then went to the first forum outside Nairobi, which was in Mombasa, and we also talked about tech, but we talked about something we have never said that I think we should do even here. We ask ourselves, what are the business opportunities in course? And a lot of business came and say, yeah, perhaps I chose the wrong business. Maybe this is where the opportunity is. So this is something we'll continue doing to support our businesses. But as we talked, we were hearing certain things. People are telling us, okay, it's nice to brand. Okay, it's nice to use tech. You've given me these opportunities. Hey, but I'm struggling with money. I'm struggling with how I manage the funds I receive. I'm struggling with, cash flow management. I'm struggling with, if today I apply for a loan and I'm asked for my statements, they're not the kind of statements that are required. I'm struggling with the tools I can use to manage my finances. But then more importantly, how do I access finance? So we said, when we do the next Grow with Safaricom Business Forum, which happens to be in Mount Kenya region, the land of money, let's talk about money. Sasa leo tunataka kuongea nini? Pesa. Jinsi utakuwa una record. I visit many businesses and I find you're using a black book and that's where you're recording. Mvua ikinyesha, inakuwa ngumu kujua how many sales happened yesterday, and then it becomes very difficult for your accounting. So we're going to have conversations around how to, manage your business from a financial aspect. And then we said, we should partner with our colleagues in M-Pesa. I know internally we call FS, but what is FS? Let's just talk M-Pesa. They have opportunities for you to perhaps access credit. So let me not take the thunder out of the speakers, because the speakers coming will be talking more about how to manage your money and how to access credit. But remember, this season, as we come here, there are many other things we are doing. Three things we are doing today. The first one is we're here to celebrate our 24th anniversary, which was last month, as we gear towards our Silver Jubilee next year, 25 years. And with some businesses in Nanyuki, break bread together, and just have a conversation to thank you for being our customer. Second thing we are here is kusema asante. Please, thank you. Thank you very much. You have very many options, but you have chosen to be with Safaricom. It's not something we take for granted. This is part of Sambaza Furaha na Safaricom Caravan. We're actually going to every county to say thank you. So we are extremely thankful to Kenyans, to business community, and we are here to do that. So for you here physically, we're gonna break bread. For those online, sijui kama kuna emoji ya cake, but Victoria will find out. The third thing we're here to do is to restate our commitment to continue serving you, to continue listening to you, to continue, offering you relevant solutions that make a difference, so that we can work together for that which is our purpose in life of transforming lives. We're here also, and just reiterating the message our CEO gave when we were announcing our results, H1 results about 2 weeks ago, to reiterate our message around and to reassure you that as Safaricom, we are extremely committed to continue. We've done it before and we'll continue doing to protect your data. I think it's something I want to spend just a little bit, few minutes on it, because there's been a lot said in the social media and everywhere. But as Safaricom, as a diligent company, we do protect your data and your information, and you can trust us with your information and data. We hold a lot of information, and if we won't protect it, even our license will be at risk. Let me just say a few things. We do not listen to your calls. And we do not record your calls. Only in the call center, and we only do that for our quality services. We also do not track or share any information with the security officers. Yes, we don't. Yeah. Yes. Yes, we don't. Sorry. Number 3, we are regulated by Communication Authority and Central Bank of Kenya, and we are registered with the office. There's an echo. Please, let's just check that. Thank you. I think it's gone. Thank you. We are regulated by the Communication Authority and the Central Bank of Kenya, because we do a lot of work on payments, and we are registered with the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner. These are high-level government agencies that check all organizations in terms of how data is managed and protected. We have, in recognition of all we do in terms of data protection, received certifications from the British Standard Institute of Private Policy Information Management, and we were recently ISO certified for information security management, ISO 27001. But I'm here to really just reiterate that message, that you can trust Safaricom with the data. We don't share any information with anyone. But so, as we finalize, as I finalize, I want to, first of all, once more, thank you. Your Excellency the Governor, I really want to thank you. Please clap for the Governor who has spared time and has told me he will sit through all this, listening to conversations you're having with businesses. So I want to thank you. I want to really ask you, listen. If you haven't taken time to interact with our colleagues at the booth behind there, please interact. Like I said, talk to someone, know what they do, take notes so that you can share. So with those few remarks, I really want to say thank you very much and looking forward to the next speaker. Asanteni sana kukuja. Thank you.
Asante sana. Makofi tena kwa Okata as it takes off. Okata, people are asking, autetemeshi mpesa leo kwani?
Now that I've been asked, what is the next question?
The next question, very easy question. Thank you.
Yeah, let's see who is getting is this 5,000 shillings? Swali ko wapi?
So, I think for this next winner, we can give them some airtime. 5,000 ingine?
Yeah.
Yeah? This is idea.
But then what can 5,000 do for you airtime? What would you do when you get 5,000 airtime? What would you do? Aha. I forgot we are seated with business people here. They have said they will sell it. Okay, great.
We could have some
What else
roaming
can you
mics
do
as
with
well.
5,000? What can we do with 5,000?
We have somebody here who wants to tell us. Okay. Right here at the front. Just tell us, say your name, your business, and what can you do? You can stand up, please.
Shalom, everyone. My name is Chakava Olympia from Wild International. We are business entrepreneur support organization. So what I'll do with 5,000, have a very big kind of platform with my entrepreneurs and my customers. I'll create a platform. We talk with them, but I'll incur the cost. I give them the support so that they can voice their thoughts, and I help them solve their problems.
Hey,
great.
sawa makofi kwake.
But is that 5,000 shillings or 5,000 airtime?
5,000 Kenya shillings. Unataka kunipatia US dollars.
Great. Okay, so what's the question? Let's give the 5,000 shillings
Okata,
airtime
you can
quickly.
see the question there.
Ah.
Very easy question because people are just right from the booth.
Yeah, so okay, maybe can you read what we have given you? Sasa hiyo 5,000 ndio tupeane haraka.
Tupeane haraka.
Yeah,
Haina
you know,
shida.
what is the translation of grow Safaricom Business in Kiswahili?
Very fast. Very fast. No. Olympia, no. Smama.
Zidisha biashara.
Hey.
Yes,
So,
so Zidisha
is it right?
Biashara is, I didn't, that one didn't have a winning. The question is actually coming. But see me behind the tent, I give you something. So just read the question.
Okay. So, to the main question for 5,000 shillings spot, who can tell me which affordable voice product offers you with prepaid voice, data, and SMS? Mumetoka tu kwa booth sahi. Say your name, your business, and the already kuna. Hey, mrembo.
My name is Mary Mombi,
Uh-huh.
Wananchi Sacco in Nyeri, Othaya, Shiriki Business.
No, my good friend. That is not the correct answer. We have the gentleman here who stood up first.
My name is Josephat Gikonyo. I'm the director of Wild Red Safaris. Okay. We are just based at the junction on your way to this junction that is close to Ruby's petrol station. Mm-hmm. You will see so many Land Cruisers parked opposite it. That's where we are based. Just before I answer this, we are the fastest growing tour company in Laikipia.
Please a clap for them. Thank you.
A round of
Thank you,
applause
thank
for
you,
him.
Thank you.
Zidisha Biashara.
My good friend. Yani hata uko na answer booklet. A whole booklet. Hapo nyuma. I'm sorry, my good friend. Aya.
Good morning, everyone. I'm James Mbode from the Nyeri National Polytechnic. It's Zidisha Plus.
Well done, James.
Thank you,
A round of applause for James.
Okay,
You'll be getting some good 5,000. Yes, you can. 5,000 worth of airtime. Makofi, msisikie vibaya. The awards are many. The sport awards will be giving. For our online audience, I will definitely be coming back to you as well for more questions. So, without further ado, I want to introduce our first speaker of the day, the keynote, who will be addressing us and giving us some insights on financial management. Let me ask you guys, how many of you here want to know how to make more money in their biashara? Show of hands. How many of you want to know how to track your numbers, your cash flows in your biashara? Naona mrembo ananiambia Yani, if I could get that recipe, how many of you know how to budget? They're like 10 hands. Watu wa nyuma wajui. Canon Buy, you have your work cut out for you. Please help me to welcome Canon Buy, our speaker, who's a guru in the financial services as well as financial manager. He is the chief value officer, even though anajiita. Karibu sana, a warm welcome for him as he joins us on stage.
Thank you very much, Ongeshi, the Governor, Your Excellency. It's a great pleasure to be here today. My name is Kenon Bae. And now, I like teaching. I like talking. So I'll be coming to you. Nisawa, tuongee. Tuongee. This is not a lecture. This is not textbook. We want to hear your businesses. We want to hear what's happening kwa ground. So that when we give these solutions or give whatever knowledge we have, it is relevant. Sawa sawa. So you promise to engage? You promise to answer questions? Say excellent. So the first question, all of you, please take a paper and a pen. I believe we are in business, so I'm talking to business people. So I'm approaching you as a business. So you have a paper and a pen. How much money do you have today? Just write on your paper, don't tell us. What is your cash balance today? How much money do you have today? Yes, today. All right? What is your cash balance? Okay? Good question, good question. Where? And that is the first point today. How do you separate your money, personal money, with your business money? So, are we getting there? Now, with that hint, what is your cash balance? Just write it. Muandika. We are good? We've written the cash balance. We are learning how to separate business finance and personal finance. Now, this question is very important kwa sababu most of the time hatujui kabisa ni pesa zangu ama za biashara ama ni mix pale ndani, and that is our first point today. As a business person, it is important to differentiate the two. I'll give you an example. Let's see, do we have employees in the organization? You have employees. Okay, we have employees. Or you're an employee. Picture this. Imagine your employee coming to you and telling you, I want 8,000 shillings. I want to buy a phone. What will be your reaction? You'll be shocked. What? Si I pay you a salo. Sinakupatianga mshahara. Na tena shida zako ni shida zangu kweli za kampuni. Are we seeing what's going on? So as a business owner, treat yourself as an employee. That's point number one. Treat yourself as an employee. There's nothing wrong giving yourself whatever salary you want or whatever allowance. But one way to do it is picture that. Treat yourself as an employee. And I'll tell you why that's important. When the business iko na pesa zake, biashara iko na pesa zake, na wewe uko na pesa zako, you're able to grow. You're able to grow. So the first point around financial management, sana sana kwa wafanyi biashara, is please separate those two. Of course, the question comes in, how can I do that? How do I do that? Now, there are many solutions, and the best way is just have two bank accounts. Have a different place, kusema hii ni ya biashara, hii ingine ni yangu. And by talking about technology, I like what Safaricom is doing. I'm not actually saying this because Safaricom is in the room. I went to the booths. You see this thing called Pochi la Biashara. That is the thinking. Pochi la Biashara, hizo ni pesa za biashara. Alafu hiyo M-Pesa inabaki ni za, or you can go to the till number, or you can use their bank accounts, their banks that give those solutions. The point is, separate the two. It's a very important starting point towards managing your money and getting your business to grow. So that figure that you wrote there today, Don't lose sight of that number. Nikimaliza maongeo leo, there'll be 4 numbers I'll ask you to always be aware of. How much money do I have today? That question should not leave you as a business person. And then split into 2. Out of this money, zangu ni ngapi? Za biashara ni nga? Question number, haya, twende. Next step. How do you achieve business success? Biashara yako itakuwa namna gani? Now there are 2 figures. I have a graph there. So I'm going to explain the blue graph. Mnaona your blue? And there is I think that must be orange. Every business operates like this. Blue is the revenue. Pesa ambazo unazotengeneza. Whether you are running the fastest growing to a company, whether you're running, I start with the gentleman here who's running hotel, whether you have a digital marketing, that's what he told us, whatever you are running, how much comes in, that is your revenue. Okay, don't lose sight of that number. So people ask, so how do I track it? Again, there are 2 ways. Kuna zile zinakuja cash, na kuzile zinakuja deni mtu atalipa baadaye. You track the 2 of them. Okay? And of course, your deni utafuata baadaye. So your business could be starting at 10. Okay? Now let's come to costs. Costs is the money you use to run your business. Okay? As an example, anybody? Cost for your business? What's that? Transport, rent, internet, raw materials, labor, electricity, we got it. All those are the amounts you're spending on your business. Sawa sawa? So, of course, when you go deeper, kwa all those costs, kuna zile zinaitwa fixed cost, variable cost, but let's keep it very simple today. This, you're just doing an introduction. Always check. Is my revenue above my cost? See this? You could be starting a business, and at the point you're in right now, your costs are higher than your revenue. What's important ni kujua, awareness. Where am I as a business? Now, of course, with time, your revenue starts to grow. With time, kumbuka, grow. Grow is the word. Grow is the word. Your revenue is growing. Sawa sawa. So your revenue grows nicely, but your costs are not growing as fast. That's very important for a business. Because what you want to achieve is a place where now the revenue is above the cost. At that point, umeanza kutengeneza faida, profit. Are we together? Question, what do you do at this level? You're running a business, the revenues are not enough to cover your costs. Are we together? The practical thing to do there is to get help. Get financial help. Okay? I know we have, again, banks give you financing, Safaricom gives you financing, your parents give you financing. Wherever you're going to get your help, you get help. But when you get that money, tafadhali, you're getting that money to give you the time you need to get here, where now your business is able to pay for its own costs. If you do that as a business, you will definitely succeed. Are we together? So the next number you write, remember the first number you wrote is how much money do I have? The question, the other number I'd like us to write is how much revenue has your business made in November? Just write the number. How much revenue has your business made so far in November? It could be I know, I don't know, I am not sure, let me check, that's okay. Okay? Tuko sawa? But these are the numbers that you always need to have your eyes on. At a cost si sana, but you have gotten your revenue. Remember, we are trying to achieve business success. Now, let's do very simple math and help me. If my revenue is 10 and my cost is 20, am I making a profit or a loss? Loss, excellent. Loss of how much? 10, perfect, good. Let's come to period number 3. This could be the year number 3 or month number 3. My revenue is 30, my costs are 24. Am I making a profit or a loss? Excellent. Of how much? 6. We are good. So keep those numbers, because on this next slide, that is what we have calculated here. You remember saying 10 and saying 6. But this slide is a bit different, because you're saying in a business, you might make profits, but you don't have cash. Are we there? You might be making profits, but you don't have cash. And that's why this slide is important. Cash is king. So here, the blue one is the profits you're making. And as you can see, they're growing. But the cash in your business, the day you made a loss, of course, uko na minus 10 kwa pesa. Sindio? The following month, did you make a profit or a loss? And another loss of? So from a money perspective, you are at a minus 14. Ile 10 ya kwanza, na hii 4 umelose. Tuko sawa? But with time, because the idea is to grow a business, a time will come when you make a profit of 6. Sasa ukitengeneza profit ya 6, ile loss ilikuwa na inaanza kupungua. Are we together? And as you continue making profits, now the cash grows. That is the difference between when you're running your business, always ask yourself, mbona sina pesa kwa mfuko? What is the problem? Nikiangalia zile kuku nauza mayai, hakuna mali nimetengeneza hasara. But where is the money? So always remember, profit na cash ni tofauti kabisa. Sawa sawa? I'm on almost the last slide because this is easy. We'll have a time for Q&A. I'm trying to give us basic numbers that you cannot forget in your business. Don't forget the cash you have and ask yourself, is it my cash? Ama ni ya biashara. Number 2, don't forget the revenue you've made. I know I asked about November, but it's important to know the revenue I make every day. Every day. Every day, how much did I make? Okay? The advantage of doing this, if you realize ukiona leo sijatengeneza vizuri, you start thinking, kesho, what will I do ndio nitengeneze pesa vizuri? Now you're running a business that is guided by numbers. Numbers have started speaking. By the way, I should have said I'm a finance person. Me, I do finance. Finances help you run your business. Lakini itakusaidia if you have a way of tracking it and measuring it. Okay? In terms of software nowadays, because most people use software because traditionally, we used to get a software, you come install it on your machine, then an accountant sits on it and punches the numbers. Ikifika wakati fulani na kutolea figures unaziangalia ama kama ni wewe ulikuwa unafanya. But now the world has shifted into cloud-based accounting. Kichukua kama QuickBooks Online, Xero, Zoho, what they are doing, and it's a good thing for a business person, is you no longer store the data on your machine. The data is stored in a server somewhere, and I'm happy Safaricom does protection of data. All those things are taken care of in terms of technology. But you just need to pay a subscription. Unalipa mtu kama 20,000 anakuja na kusetia system vizuri, anakufundisha. What then you're supposed to be doing is on a daily basis, nikitengeneza pesa fulani, you record. Nikilipa kitu fulani, you record. Then these numbers become easier for you. Alafu unalipa subscription, labda 2,000 per month. And then there's a way you grow. You actually grow. Unaanza na kidogo. As your business grows, you can increase. Sasa, let's go to the last slide. This is a phone. It's an Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max. How much money is this phone? Nikitaka kununua.
Ploti.
Anasema ni kama ploti. Hiyo simu ni kama pesa ngapi? 200? 250,000? Kama ngapi? 150? Okay, madam. 150. Now, in a business, when you're running a business, what is the difference between price and cost? That's what I want to show us today. There's a difference between price and cost. Okay, let's say, for example, your business made 200,000 that month. Of course, that's a very good month. Umepata hiyo iliangukia kabisa. Now, if you worked for, okay, of course there is tax. Okay, you pay tax, so that means 138,000 your pesa umetengeneza. Sawa sawa. By the way, talking about tax, let me also, okay, no, let me make this point first. So tax is 61,000. You made 138,000 that month. Now, that month has 30 days, sindio? So ni kama pesa ngapi umetengeneza kwa siku on average? Ni ngiri 4. So una divide by 30. So umetengeneza ngiri 4 per day. Sindio? Of course, in this example, you can use what is relevant for you. Hata kama si ngiri 4 ni 400, it's okay. The point is the same. Sindio? Na kuna wale wa 40,000 per day. Again, the point is okay. Look at this example. Actually, this phone is about 143,000, so hatukuwa mbali. That is the price. The price is the same for all of us. But let's talk about the cost. How many days do you need to work to get this phone? If you're making 4,000 shillings a day, you need to work for 31 days to get this phone. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the cost. The cost in the business is how much are you having to work to get what you're looking for? So if you're running a business and you're paying rent, usijiulize rent ni 40,000 ama ni 60,000, unajiuliza how many days do I need to work to be able to pay this? Kuna mwingine itakuwa rent ya 100,000 analipa na siku 2. Sasa wachana na umeshika? Now you're starting to run your own business. Unajiuliza, I need to increase the capacity of my computer. Don't ask how much the computer is going to cost me, or what's the price on that computer. Ask yourself, how many days do I need to work to actually get that computer? Now, if you run your business that way, sasa ile kitu tunasema cost control becomes natural. Cost control is no longer an issue. And secondly, you start focusing on the things that will make your business grow. If I'm doing boda boda, biashara, alafu boda boda ikue engine imenok, hiyo engine hata kama ni pesa ngapi, I will need to replace it. Because I'm looking at, I need to continue generating the money. So hiyo engine unaweza pata ni what, 20,000, hata kama itabidi wewe ndo katafute pesa za kununua hiyo engine. The moment you differentiate price and cost, then you figure out that you're running a very, very important thing in your business. The last thing I'll talk about is taxes. Taxes. I have great respect for this country, Kenya. I have great respect for paying taxes. I'll leave that statement there. So, because there's a direction I don't want it to go. Sindio? Sindio. So for now, let's just deal with taxes the way they should be dealt with, as they are. As a small business, you have the option of doing something called turnover tax. Okay? And when you think about the thought process around turnover tax, what does that mean? In Amanisha, you take your revenue, the money you've made. That's why when you go back to this slide here, see this slide of revenue? Everybody is looking for this number. So the government tells you, just take your revenue, whatever amount you've made that month, 1%. Okay, I know there's a time it was 3%, between 3% and 1%, it keeps changing. But 1% of that money is all the tax you'll ever need to pay as a business. Take your revenue. Now, of course, your business has to be earning between 1 million and 50 million for the year. Okay? Compute the revenue you've made that month. Chukua 1%, file that tax, mumamalizana na taxes. Of course, there are some businesses that are not allowed, like training, management, rent, that's not allowed. But the reason I'm going back to that slide is because this figure, everybody's looking for it. So for you, one who has a business to manage your taxes is take advantage of that and you close shop. Unamaliza yo maneno. Hata pale tunenanga kufile taxes 30th of June. Nakumbuka ile 30th of June tunakimbianga. You don't need to do that. Ukisha fanya hivyo every month, by the 20th of the following month, unafunga your story. The reason I'm bringing this up because for me, I think it's a very practical way for a business to manage your taxes. This is the number that's going to pay your rent. This is the number that everybody is looking at. So ladies and gentlemen, I would wish to stop there. That's about the time that I had. The numbers that you not forget is, the first number, how much money do I have today as a business? And in that one, you're asking yourself, is it my money or good? The second figure you'll not forget is, how much money did I make? All right? The third number you're not going to forget is the difference between price and cost. Don't worry about so many things. Ukiona nimenunua cell phone na magari na fulani, wachana na mimi. Sindio? Ladies and gentlemen, it was such a great pleasure talking to you. That's it. Okay, let's... Karibu sana. But that's the end of my conversation. Have a good time, run your businesses, and may your businesses grow and thrive. Thank you very much.
Hey, Kenon. Another round of applause, guys. Wacha nijiseme kidogo tu. So for the guys who know, previously I had mentioned in the Grow edition, I think the 5th one, when we were in Mombasa, I do have an Airbnb. And let me tell you, Kenon, me, my personal plus Airbnb kwanza nikiona M-Pesa, kwisha. So I am definitely going to see you nyuma ya tent, because huku I'm feeling I am a millionaire, lakini hakuna hata revenue. Any revenue I'm realizing. Another round of applause, Kenon. Asante sana for those gems. So, I can see there's a setup happening. I told you guys, ni kusambaza furaha. And because I'm a woman of my word, I want to literally showcase. David, was it? Who won a 5,000 bob airtime? Was it you? Yes. This is for you. Was it you? Yes. Why are you? Wait. Naambiwa hata ngoja kidogo. Just stand up. Unakaa ni kama unajishuku. This is for real. We are giving. Yes. So this is for real. Just look at the cameras. This is for real. Tunasambaza furaha. 5,000 shillings worth of airtime was coming. Smile kidogo. Asante sana. More prizes to be won. Now, without further ado, I want to call upon our next speaker. You've heard about how can you manage your finances, differentiating your cash from your revenues. Now the question is, how do we access this credit? Without further ado, our lead in all and everything credit, she'll be letting us know how can you grow with M-Pesa as well. Lucy Kiai, karibu on stage, na usalimiane and educate us on this very, very informative session. Karibu sana. Yes, you can.
Okay,
Yes.
good. It's a pleasure to be here. Asanteni sana our customers kwa kukuja leo. I feel at home. I was just telling the governor I'm a child of Nyeri, so it feels very good to be in my home place, even though it's on the Laikipia side as well. My name is Lucy Kiai. I am the head of credit for Safaricom. I take care of your credit business. So kama uko na Fuliza, uko na Mshwari, nimeona watu wamecheka, mimi ndio naangalia hiyo maneno. And you know, isn't it amazing what Ken has made us realize today? Were you having a moment unafikiria, by the way, maybe nilinunua hiyo fridge lakini pesa iko imefika? Ama nilipeana bonus ya Christmas lakini inabidi niende niangalie hesabu tena, right? So first is to say, as Okata said, I know he said this point and everybody was a little bit worried a bit, Governor, Deputy Governor protocol observed, is we really do not share your data. I work in the M-Pesa team of the business, that is where the credit is, and a lot of us have asked questions as to whether we go ahead and give out your data for KRA. Karanja and another gentleman were asking me when we were standing at the back, and I really want to give you the assurance that we do not. What I'll urge you, like Ken has asked us this morning, is to familiarize ourselves with a new act in the country called the Data Protection Act. That gives you a lot of comfort that we are enshrined as a business to respecting the rules and laws of the land, and we have a process for which your information can be shared. So a few of you told me, hapo nyuma ya tent, muliachana na till, mukachana na wengine wenu hata pochi, unasema tuma kwa namba. It's the same business. So the same way you trust us with your number is the same way I'm going to urge us this afternoon to trust us with your tills and to trust us with your pochi wallets. We do not share your information. So I am just reiterating, because when Okata, my colleague, spoke to it, I could see a lot of disbelief in the audience, but it really is the truth, and we want to assure you of that. So this afternoon, I guess, or morning, I wanted to just highlight to us, how does M-Pesa benefit you as a business person? Because what we realize is the reason it's so easy to give up such a powerful tool as a till is because we really have not appreciated the value of this tool to us. I will skip this and do it last and simply just go into how do you grow your business with M-Pesa. So wengi wetu, we love our M-Pesa wallet, ndio to resort to, we are being sent money for our businesses there. Watu wameniambia wanatumia Fuliza kufanya biashara yao huko kando, wengine wanatumia Mshwari. But as Okata said, we started as a very much payment business in M-Pesa. So what does that mean? We started with wallets where you can send money P2P, person to person. Then we introduced the business wallet, which is your till, where you can send B2C, which is a business to a customer. And then we have now revolutionized M-Pesa. We've said, how do we really support the communities in which we operate to be able to get more from this business? So that's why you've seen other innovations coming, like the credit, so now you can Fuliza. But we also have business solutions, and those are the ones I want to highlight this morning. Ken has challenged us and says, to run a successful business, in fact, I was laughing because I was sitting next to him and I hadn't seen his presentation. He said, to run a successful business, you must separate your personal from your business. Do we all agree that's really important? So now, after you separated your business, how does that work? It means, if you're a small business, uko na duka, unaogopa watu wakienda wata reverse, we give you pochi. Nobody can reverse. You know that. Mtu akilipa kwa pochi wallet yako, atoke, hawezi reverse. We protected your business, right? But now, like my tour guy with some Land Cruisers, and I might pass by there tomorrow, you're beyond that. You're now a till business because your wallet size is bigger as you look at your revenue versus your cost and your cash flows. So I'm going to introduce the third terminology, your cash flows. This is the money that is coming into your business. How do you manage it? That is where a till comes in handy. And I'll explain what is the difference between a Lipa na M-Pesa till, a Pochi wallet, and the propositions we've built around it for you for credit. So once you have a Lipa na M-Pesa, which is the till, it allows your customers to pay into it. And what does that benefit you from a Safaricom perspective? It allows you to borrow. and it allows you to borrow 2 things. One, kuna fuliza ya biashara. Unajua mmezoea ile fuliza yenu. Sasa kuna hii ingine ambayo ni ya biashara peke yake. So I'd like us to focus on this. What is the purpose of this fuliza ya biashara ama overdraft ya biashara? This facility ni ya kukusaidia with ad hoc expenses. Unajua vile umekaa hapo, tokens zimeisha, you need to pay for the tokens. Ama umeambiwa gari imeisha mafuta lakini hauna cash kwa shop. This is ad hoc expenses. That is why ni overdraft. Ile unalipa, unachukua, unalipa immediately. Na hii facility, wengine wetu hatuielewi ndio sababu tunaona ni ngumu kidogo. It's because you're supposed to use it immediately and pay for it. Meaning, if you take the money and borrow from the till, then you'll then be able to pay immediately. And it's simple. How do you qualify? You have a till. We look at your transactions in the till and we give you a limit. Why is it simple? Because hatutakuitisha 6 month statement kama mali kwingine ambako mnaenda. Si mnajua? Hatutakuitisha show us that you bring your title. Tunaamini because we are seeing the customers paying through your till that we can advance that money to you. So wakati ambapo unaweka till kando, utaweza kuaccess hii facility? Huwezi, maana hatuoni transactions zako. So that is the benefit of that till. But then you challenge me and say, but I want more money. I want a higher limit and I want to have a little bit more time to pay for that facility. So through our research, tukaona many businesses, how does the business flow work? It's either you pay at the end of the week, or some take 2 weeks to finish the stock, that is 14 days, and some others take 3 weeks. Those are the cycles of businesses. Do you agree with me? Yeah? So we have the 7, we've got the 14, we've got the 21-day facility. So these facilities then now allow you to be able to finance or inject capital for a longer period of time. We call those the term loans. So kuna fuliza, alafu kuna term loans. Hizo term loans ziko kwa those 3 terms. Siku 7, siku 14 na siku 21. What that allows you to do is to be able to look at your business and be able to say, where does my business fall? Where will I not be in a cash crunch if I take up this facility? Simnona, it's friendly to your pockets, yeah? Because it's aligning kwa mfanyibiashara. Again, how do you access these facilities? You have to have a till. So nikazungumza na wengine pale nyuma ya tent, wakaniambia nini? Hapana, but kwa paybill nitaiona. Nikamwambia kwa paybill huwezi ona. Maana paybill ni channel tu. Tumekupatia nizi channel to move money from your wallet to the bank. So ukienda kwenye bank, let's use an example today. Si lazima bank ione transactions gani zimepitia kwa account yako ndio wakupatie pesa. So ile wallet ya till inafanya kazi vile. So tunaona transactions zako kwa till, ndio tunaweza kusema Lucy tunaweza mpatia 1,100. Lakini pengine Franklin Okata tutampatia 1,400. Ana pengine governor tutampatia 1,600. Umeelewa? Kwa sababu ya amount ya transaction. So there's one person who asked me at the back, why am I using M-Pesa so much and not getting value? I said, because you're using it on your personal wallet. Si hiyo tumeshafunga. Kena ametufunza tuna separate personal na biashara. Mumeshaelewa hiyo sasa. So this is how you benefit from using M-Pesa. And wengine wetu wanasema na nikipitisha hizo siku 7, what happens to me? We give you something we call a rollover period. So ukiangalia utaona kuna kitu tunaita rollover period kwa hii transaction. Rollover period inamaanisha tunakuongezea siku 3, siku 7, siku 8 ili usiingie kwenye default ya loan. Kwa sababu hiyo ni extra siku, kuna charge kidogo tu. But inakuallow ndio usikwe into big debt. So hiyo ndio term ya rollover. Ukienda ukiapply facility uone rollover, tunakupatia tu a breathing space, loan period iki-expire, ili uweze kujipanga, uweze kulipa. Tumeshaelewa? Yeah? So tukaona tumewapatia kwa till, lakini wengi wenu mumeamua pochi ndio njia ya kwenda. Si ndio? Wengine wetu umependa pochi sana. Ndio maana tukaleta mkopo wa pochi. Huu mkopo wa pochi, unaona hizo transactions zote zako zimeenda kwenye pochi. you can still borrow against pochi. So for those of you who prefer pochi, pia hiyo facility tumeifungua. Na hii ni term loan, kumaanisha uko na duration, si ile overdraft ya instantaneous. Why is this important? Because the same way mnapata value kwa account yenu, we want you to find value in your M-Pesa wallet. That is where your credit facility comes in. Then on top of this, ukitaka tunakuwekea insurance. Hiyo insurance inamaanisha nini? Inaweza kuwa ya biashara, inaweza kuwa ya employees. Mnajua wengine wenu wale mko na slightly bigger businesses, mnahitajiwa kuchukua insurance ya employees, tunaweza iweka pale kama package. So this is really important, and it doesn't matter the sector. If you're in agriculture like we were discussing earlier, or if you're in just normal business, insurance zote zipo. Na pia nataka kuzungumzia ukichukua hizi credit zote ama ukifanya biashara yako yote, apart from easy payment wallets na hii loans ambazo tunakupatia, nini ingine iko kwenye hiyo biashara ingekufaidi? Kitu cha kwanza ni most of us have an M-Pesa app. Ni ukweli? Wangapi wetu tuna M-Pesa app? Tuko wengi. Wangapi wetu wako na business app? Unaona mikono imekuwa michache. Sasa wengi wetu hapa ni wafanyi biashara. Umuhimu wa business app ni nini? Personal tumeambiwa ni yako. So the personal app is geared towards you. Kuna vitu zako za kawaida. Business app inakusaidia kufanya vitu vingine ambavyo tumeambiwa leo. Kwa mfano, there is a planner there where unaweza kuplan all your expenses. Na ni bure. It's just an addition on the business app. Unaona umuhimu? So ukikaa peke yake kwa personal app ya M-Pesa, hauta benefit kutoka hizi vitu vingine tumeongeza kwenye business app. Number 2, kwenye business app, kama kuna facility tumeweka mpya, utaiona kwenye banner kwenye business app. So pengine ulikuwa unafikiria ni loan gani mzuri, utaiona hapo kwenye banner na ukiklik unapata details ya hiyo loan. Unajua kama vile unapata SMS kutoka kwa bank kuhusu mkopo fulani. Alafu zaidi ni kwamba pale kwenye business app unaweza tumia kitu tunaita ratiba. Wangapi wetu wameona ratiba advert yetu kwenye TV? M-Pesa ratiba? A few people. Now, M-Pesa ratiba ni kitu cha muhimu, and I'll explain. M-Pesa ratiba inakuwezesha kulipa bills zako. Vipi? Uko na maji unalipa kwenye biashara, ukweli? Uko pia na maji ya nyumbani. So ratiba unaitumia nyumbani na kwenye biashara. Uko na salaries unalipa, pengine unalipanga kutoka kwa M-Pesa wallet. Uko pengine na stima huo unalipa. Uko na home fiber unalipa Safaricom. So wakati mwingine tunasahau tukitafuta biashara. Ni ukweli? Ratiba is a standing order. Inakusaidia kuschedule hizo payments. Unaweka ni payment ipi, pesa ngapi, siku gani. So kama zile unajua exact amounts, unaweza iweka kwa your personal M-Pesa na pia unaweza iweka kwenye biashara yako. So on the business app, you can also enable ratiba. Then there is your children. Sisi sote tuko pengine na watoto, those young men and women. Tunajaribu kuonesha vile tumehustle hard na pia waweze kuwa, financially aware. Kuna kitu tunaita M-Pesa Go. Na wahimiza muiangalie. M-Pesa Go is a youth wallet yenye inawa allow the youth to be able to save. Tunaweka hapo activities za financial literacy. Juzi tumekuwa pale tuki-release curriculum ya M-Pesa Go ambayo inawasaidia young people waone how to save, how to handle money, because I think you can see how difficult it is to teach this young generation money. Who wouldn't have wanted to know about money when they were younger? Is there somebody? How many would have wanted to know about money when they were older? See, we all would have, yeah? It's the one thing that was missing in our curriculum. So this M-Pesa Go allows you to do that. Now, you may ask, Lucy, umetuambia hizi zote, kweli is there any proof ya vile hii biashara loans zinafanya, ama M-Shwari, ama Fuliza? Na swali ambalo linakuja sana, na nataka kulijibu leo. Fuliza limit yangu, mbona sioni? Inakuwa aje? Ama M-Shwari limit yangu inakuwa aje? Si tunakuwa na hiyo swali. Vile unavyoenda kutransact kwenye Fuliza yako, yani tunaangalia transactions zako zinavyoendelea kwenye M-Pesa, ndio tunaweza ku-increase limit yako. I think for the first time, how many of you have received an SMS increasing their limits? Yeah, quite a number. So we've had you, and we're trying to ensure that you keep seeing as your transactions increase, the limit also accelerates, right? But tumesema, first question, kuna fuliza ya biashara na fuliza ya personal. Tumekubaliana? So tuzitumie vile zinafaa ili ziendelee vizuri, si ndio? Fuliza ya biashara iko kwa M-Pesa yako, fuliza ya biashara iko wapi? Kwenye business app. Tuko sawa? Lakini wale mnapenda USSD, kwa sababu niliona kuna watu wa kuinua mikono. USSD journey yetu ni *234#. Septon amekaa pale nyuma, mtampata, atakusaidia kuangalia. Na kuangalia ni uangalie uko na limit ngapi, kwa sababu kuna wengine wenu mna limit na mjui. Uangalie uko na limit ngapi, uangalie vile unaweza request even for, kama hujafurahia hiyo limit vile tunaweza increase. Tuko sawa? So kabla nimalize, nataka kumuonesha mfanyibiashara mwenzenu ambaye ametumia facility moja kuweza kujidumisha kwenye biashara.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Caroline Anyango, mimi ni mfanyabiashara wa samaki Kenyatta Market. Kwa hii biashara nimeifanya kwa muda kama 20 years sasa. Kama hii samaki inatoka nyumbani huko pande za Mihuru Bay. Vile sasa kama sasa hii ni mzigo iliingia leo asubuhi. Hii samaki inakwanga unatuma pesa, unatumia mzigo. Kama kitambo nilikuwa napata kazi ngumu kabisa kufanya biashara. Kuna nyakati nilipata oda kubwa ya kusupply samaki. Nikaenda kwa bank nikapanga line. Wakaniambia ati sina pesa kwa account ya kutosha, wakaninyima hiyo loan. Sasa ilibidi order iende hivyo. Lakini kwa sasa nilikuwa naangalia tu TV nikasikia M-Shwari unaweza omba loan. Nikasema wacha nifungue haraka haraka nianze kusave, the next time nikikuwa na shida kama hii nilipata nikuwe naomba loan kwa M-Shwari. Sasa vile nilisave na Mungu tena ni mzuri, nikapata tena order nyingine. Nikachukua loan kwa M-Shwari, nikatumiwa mzigo, nikapata profit, nikalipa tena M-Shwari. Sasa vile unaona hii kazi yangu vile niko busy hapa, huwezi toka. Ukitoka tu hapa kidogo hivi customers wameenda. Sasa M-Shwari imetupatia advantage kubwa sana. Unaomba loan hapo, unapata pesa hapo hapo. Hata vile huwa nafanya kwa M-Shwari, nikipata pesa kidogo faida naweka hapo. Ndio loan yangu izidi kukua kubwa. This next time nikiomba loan, iko tena kubwa zaidi juu. Hivyo ndio tunafanya biashara. Kitambo nilikuwa nafunga mapema kwa sababu sikuwa na pesa ya kutosha ya kuongeza stock. Lakini sasa hii nafungua saa 4 mpaka saa 3. Stock iko mingi. Tuko na variety. Bede kama kitambo mamangu vile alikuwa anauza, hakuwa anapika ugali, kupika nini. Wazungu wanasema lazima upgrade. Sasa unajua kitu tunatusaidia ni vile tuko na pesa, unaomba loan. Na vile tuko hapa wengi, niko na mama wa 6. Kila mama hapa wako na watoto. Na nikipiga hesabu si wote. Watoto tuko nao kama watu 22 hivi 20. Na wote wanaenda shule kwa sababu hii kazi. Ndio maana sisi penda nikose stock. Ndio nikose stock hakuna vile wataenda shule. Lazima watu wasome.
Do you know why this story is important? Did you hear the lady's last statement? How many mothers can identify with that? Yeah? Your stock isipoingia, watoto watasoma. That is why we started this credit business. Is to make sure that there will be no businessman, businesswoman in this country who will ever have to close their business because they cannot access credit. So please allow your M-Pesa wallet to work for you. Winding up, I have spoken about credit. I want to speak to you about something else that's very dear to my heart. Savings. Msiba ina announce ikikuja. Emergency ina announce ikikuja. Pale kwenye M-Shwari kuna opportunity ya kusave. Si ni ukweli? Pia pale kwenye KCB M-Pesa kuna opportunity ya kusave. Si ni ukweli? Tafadhali tutumie hizo wallet. Na ya mwisho, like a gentleman asked me, ukiingia kwa M-Pesa yako kuna kitu imeandikwa pale juu, unaona kuna saving opportunity. We are happy to be at the back and explain. Hiyo saving opportunity iko na interest ina earn. Tafadhali tuitumie. So, for those of you who need help, please speak. I usually say, in my language, you say, when you keep quiet, will somebody know what you're thinking? You get help for talking. So you all know that saying. Utaidhika ganiwe katia? Nikuyaria. Yeah. So please find us at the back. We are happy to help you. We're happy to support you. And are we going to make my customers happy? Who has... Hey, everybody has Fuliza. Who doesn't have Fuliza? Are we feeling generous, Okata? Yes. Who doesn't have Boost? I'm going to encourage someone to log in. Who doesn't have Boost and would like to opt in, or a term loan and would like to opt in? Fuliza ya biashara. Nani anataka ku-opt in kwa Fuliza ama ku-opt in kwa term loan? Ya biashara, ya biashara. Hey, I like the way she... No, uko na till. Nani ako na till? Oh, okay. The gentleman and the lady at the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with this. Is that a good offer?
Well done.
So for the gentleman opting into the overdraft, you wanted the overdraft. The lady wants the term loan or the overdraft. The overdraft. Wow, quick money. I want one person for the term loan. Unataka mtu anataka longevity. The gentleman at the back. Awesome. So we'll be rewarding you for it. So thank you very much. I am looking forward to seeing all of you taking part in this product. So if you want to move back to till, si mnajua process ni rahisi. Si mumeona ni ukweli hizo tills hazina maneno. So please are there. If you have such questions, tafadhali tembea kwa shop ya Safaricom. We will clarify in the M-Pesa shops. And what we tell you is the truth. Yeah? Yeah. So asanteni sana and looking forward to our interactions today.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Asante sana. For the winners who have been awarded, please make sure you go at the back, record your names and numbers, and you'll be getting your... Without further ado, I would like to remind you guys, we are also going to have a Q&A session, so please post your questions on the menti.com, www.menti.com. There we are going to now curate the questions from there. I hope you've been listening. For my online audience, please drop a fire emoji. Just let me know that you're actually following us and you're very, very logged in and locked in into these conversations. So now, I'd like to invite back our lead of micro and small businesses, Franklin Okata, to lead us into the next session. Okata, karibu sana kwa stage.
Yeah, Your Excellency the Governor and Your Excellency the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. Good afternoon once more. Yeah, it's been great. I feel like I should not have dropped business education. I dropped it in Form 2 because it was becoming difficult, and I focused on literature and CRE. Now look, I'm suffering. I need Canon to come and teach me. So please let's clap for the team that have taken us through. Like Victoria has indicated, I know you have so many questions, especially to Canon, so we're going to have a long Q&A after this. I also want to recognize the arrival of His Excellency Ruben Kamuru. Please stand up so that people can clap for you, Mr. Deputy Governor. Tafadhali tuwapigie makofi. We don't take it for granted when we have an event and we have both the governor and the deputy governor. It just goes to show how important we have taken this event, and if it's business people, you are here to support the business. I know a month ago we had a meeting with our CEO at Nanyuki Hospital, and you are there, so I just want to appreciate. We said we want to celebrate today, and today in Nanyuki, so we want to have some moment to cut the cake. I know the governor wants to go into another session, so I want to invite him to come and lead us through the cutting of cake. He'll also award some customer. Then after that, we will. So, where is Madam Josephine? Before I introduce the governor, I want to introduce Josephine Mwikali. Josephine is our head of medium enterprises, including counties. She's a lady we speak to when we are speaking everything medium organizations. Please come, Josephine. I want you to invite the governor and lead us through the cake cutting, after which we can release the governor. Victoria, are we doing the award after the cake or just before?
Yes, if you could allow us, we can do after the cake cutting. Okay. We can award a sport winner. Asante. Okay,
thank you. So Josephine will just say hi and then introduce the governor. We cut cake. Asante.
All right, thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Governor of the County Government of Laikipia, Joshua Irungu, the Deputy Governor, of course, Laikipia County, Ruben Kamuri. Karibuni. Karibuni sana. We are really honored to have you here today. Hii kitu ameisukuma mbele sana. Karibu inaingia kwa mdomo. So very quickly we are going to enjoy this cake. This cake is in honor of Grow with Safaricom Business, and it is for you, our customers. We really want to celebrate you because without you, we are nothing. So we are really honored to celebrate 24 years of excellence and partnership. This milestone reflects the trust that you have in our business, the dedication of our teams, and the strong vision that Safaricom has. So this cake that we are about to cut, that has been prepared for us by Grow with Safaricom Business, symbolizes our gratitude to you, our customers, who are the heart of our success, and our commitment to continue delivering value and excellence. So, Your Excellence, sir, I'm going to request you to join me over there to cut the cake. I would request also the CEO for Siraj Sacco, Bwana Felix, kindly also come and join us as we cut this cake in honor of this auspicious event.
Let's bring it here. For our online audience, tuweke cake emoji tafadhali. The cake, we shall strive to ensure we bring it to where you are, probably using drones because we are a technology company. So, kuna watu hapa wanasema watakula on your behalf. The Excellency Governor anasema keki inakaa mzuri sana. Tushangilie hapo. Kata. Aya. Guys, we can give a round of applause as they are cutting the cake. We are celebrating 24 years of existence, and we are celebrating you, our customers, for making it happen. We can't be here without you guys, and we really, truly appreciate you. "24 years of Safaricom, and because of you, our customers, we are making it happen. We are here because of you, as we also ensure and empower you grow with Safaricom Business."
All right, naomba nilishe Governor keki tafadhali. Mtaniruhusu? Tafadhali hamjaitikia vizuri. Mtaniruhusu nilishe Governor keki? Oh, asanteni. Your Excellency.
Watu wanasema hiyo ni kidogo sana, lakini ni sawa. Makofi kwa Madam Josephine na His Excellency Governor. Angalau kila mtu hapo kwa stage apate. We are going to be circulating. Msimeze mate sana. The cake will be circulated to where you are. For our online audience, we are making it happen at Mount Kenya Safari Club, where it's the Grow with Safaricom 6th edition. Na tunasema asante for your patronage. Okay, so if you could assist the ladies at the front, let's circulate the plates. Mheshimiwa, I don't know if you could, just a few remarks. We could have you on stage. Najua sasa umeshiba. You can address your people. Asante sana.
Thank you. Our esteemed guests and good partners, Safaricom team, and my able deputy governor, waziri wetu na chief officers na viongozi wale wote wako hapa siku ya leo. God is good and all the time. Because ya watu wa Nairobi, because hao wengine sisi ni watu wa vijiji hapa. Watu wa vijijini hapa tunajuana, lakini kwa sababu ya watu wa Nairobi, mimi naitwa Joshua Irogo, the chief servant of these people, of the great people of Laikipia County. I'm their chief servant. And for your information, Laikipia is my business. So wakati ulikuwa unauliza biashara, Laikipia County hatuna till number ya biashara. And Laikipia County is my business. And that's why just by a call, Governor come, watu wa biashara wako hapa na kuja kusomeshwa mambo ya kuweka pesa na kufanya biashara. I had to come because this is my business. Laikipia is my business. And even I would have stayed longer, but now that Laikipia is my business, there are other businesses within Laikipia that calls upon me because my top agenda in this county, as I served the last term as their chief servant, is health. Because without good health, I don't think we could even be seated here. And again, also agriculture or food security and wealth creation, where now you come on board in terms of wealth creation, is where transforming lives of our people and empowering our people economically. And therefore, those are part of our agenda. What also comes on board, and I'm sure I don't really want to talk so much of our agenda because before I got in here, we had another meeting where we have discussed on the areas that we can partner with Safaricom. But we again appreciate as much as they are coming to tell the people thank you for the partnership. But even us, as a county government of Laikipia and the great people of Laikipia, we also have a space to say thank you to Safaricom because they have made us get connected in many areas. And we have also agreed in our areas of Laikipia North, where we have even issues of cat rustling, and in the area of SHA, social health assurance and insurance, our people cannot benefit if they are not well connected. And therefore, these are some of the possible areas that we have really want to really partner with Safaricom. But besides that, we really also appreciate the work that Safaricom have done for us in Nanyuki Hospital, in Pesi Hospital, in Olomorans Primary School, in Segera Primary School. We have seen you in Wiomererie Vocational Training Center, where we commissioned, we did a groundbreaking for ICT hub in that region. And we have explored other opportunities that we are going to partner in establishing ICT hubs in other wards, in the various wards in our county, and also getting our area being connected, and therefore, and many other things. And this one I'm speaking on behalf of the people of Laikipia, that we have explored other areas that we can be able to partner. But we are also excited today, Canon, because of that 15 minutes talk in terms of how you grow the business is very important. You might take it lightly that as if it's not much you have done, but you have even made us, even some of us who does other business of farming, because my business is farming, we have seen how we are now going to separate. In fact, from today, I will separate the money that is coming from my pig farming with my money, so that zisigiane. Because when I get them in the salary, sijuagi kama ni kulipo nimelipo mshahara ya serikali au ni yangu ya nguruwe imeingia hapo. So zinachanganya hapo, and then when I'm withdrawing, baadaye ndio naambiwa kwamba nguruwe hazina chakula. So na hakuna account. Kumbe ilienda kwa, unajua yangu ya mshahara inakuwa gayao. So hata ya nguruwe inaanza kwenda kwao, because I never separated the two accounts. So some of us, we have also learned on how to separate personal account and as well as the business account. Otherwise, we are very grateful. Na mimi singetaka kuchukua muda mwingi, yangu ni kushukuru sana kwa sababu mmekuja kutusaidia tuweze kusomesha watu wangu. If these my people grow in business, that's my joy, that's my pride. And that's why I'm in business, and Laikipia becomes my business. And any other time, karibuni sana, we'll be able to create, because that's also my responsibility to create that conducive environment for these people to do business. And I'm happy when I see young people here and all these business partners who are here and by people coming to learn. Because even the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And then when you are here and we see you coming to provide knowledge and information is power. We are very grateful and we are honored. Na kwa sababu mimi ni lazima nikibie hapo, I just want to do a quick introduction, Victoria. Just quick introduction. I know they will sit in so that they can be able to interact. I know even when I was coming in, I wanted to add with you, and because I saw in the program there is lunch, and the lunch is networking, and I wanted to network to provide a space that these young business people they could interact with me, because it's not all the time that we are close to each other this way, because kuna kuaga na watu wengine hapo. So when these people want to access me, some other times it becomes hard. And therefore my time even coming here was also to provide that networking, that they can be able to access to their governor, their chief servant. But now that another call of duty have demanded me to leave, now I'm leaving the deputy governor. Can you deputy governor simama? So Mheshimiwa Ruben Kamuri, yeye haadamani na mimi, na ndio nikamwambia wewe Joe, so that there is no one time the kiti ya governor haitakuweko, because of the importance of this function today. So wewe utakula sahani mbili, yangu na yako. So yangu atakuwa hapa, so he'll be able to address any issues related to that executive office of the governor. He'll be able to relate and respond. Thank you. Then tuko na waziri Waziri Purity Kedi Gitonga. She is the CEC, the waziri wetu wa ofisi ya executive office of the governor, as well as the administration yote iko mikononi yake, na mambo ya disaster iko hapo. So in case there is any issue, she will be able to pick it up. Asante. Then we have two chief officers. I have the chief officer Samuel Joke Mahiga, who ndiye mwenye biashara, who is the chief officer in charge of trade, mambo ya economic planning, hayo mambo yote ndiye anasimamia hayo. So in case mambo ya biashara, ikiwa there are any issue to my people here that relate to in terms of trade, and even our enterprise fund and all that, and this is the high time, Joke, you need to relate with the Safaricom in terms of how do we disburse this enterprise fund that we always have. How do we can come up with that system, and so that it becomes easy for our people. Thank you. And then we have Jacinta Kole. Jacinta Kole is our chief officer in charge of education, vocational training, and as well as ICT and youth issues related to youth issues. Asante, tupigie makofi. So, and I know there are others. Wabogo John is the chief of staff and also a private secretary to the governor. Kwa hivyo ikiwa kuna kabarua, bora tu si barua ya mapenzi, ingine barua ingine ya mapenzi ikuje kwangu direct, ingine inaenda kwake, ingine isi hiyo ipitia hapo. And then we have Cyrus Kiarie. Cyrus Kiarie is the head of protocol, na tena yeye ndiye mtu wa kupanga watu. He is the official MC for office of the governor. Na wakati kwa sababu naona kuna watu wengi hapa wanatarajia kuoa au kuolewa, when you require a master of ceremony, this guy is paid by me, so you don't need to pay him when you have a wedding. So I'll pay, but so long as inapitia kwangu, he'll come and MC for you. And therefore with that, I don't want to take much time. I would want you to benefit from the time remaining for you to learn. Musome, tuinue biashara, tuendelee na maisha. I'm always available for you. I'm your chief servant. Mungu ambariki, amtende mema, and I wish you all the best. And for the ones that hatutakutana wakati wa Christmas, I wish you the best. And may God's grace and favor be upon you, and may your biashara zenu zibarikiwe, na kazi ya mikono yenu Mwenyezi Mungu aibariki. Asante sana.
Chief Servant Officer, a better round of applause. And before you leave, Governor, I want to invite Okata here back, because naona hauwezi enda mahali unaenda mkono mtupu. Okata, take it away.
On behalf of Safaricom, happy 24th anniversary, and thank you for gracing our event. So asante sana. This is for you from Safaricom. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
All right. As we escort the governor, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for indulging us in that session. So without further ado, I'd like to take us to right at the booth, right? So I'd like to go to the booth, and as I walk there, I know many of us interacted with our home, which is the Zidisha Biashara. This is where all our solutions lie. This is where our solutions stay, and where we empower young, small, micro, medium, large enterprises. So I'd like to just showcase a few things of what we do have. So if we could have a bit of, okay. Yeah, so as we're doing the showcase for you guys, and I know from our online viewers, we didn't have an opportunity to really see what we have at our booth. So right here at Mount Kenya Safari Club, we have the different solutions that we are showcasing, right from what they are going to enable you. Ni nini zinaweza fanya zidishe hizi biashara zenu, from growing faster, efficiently, sustainably. These are the things we are talking about. And I'm sure you've been following on the conversations. It is very important that we ensure that we bring in tech solutions, digital capable solutions that are going to elevate your business, from protecting your business, securing your business, how are you going to communicate with your customers. So this is where we are. I know you're joining us from online. You may not be here at the venue, but you can actually go to business.safaricom.co.ke. We have a whole array, a nice buffet for you, for all the solutions that with your members or with your customers. Because we've just heard from one of our speakers, Ken, who's talking about which are these budgeting tools. Once you budget, where are you storing this data? So cloud is very important. When you go onto cloud, it's all about secure cloud. Safaricom Business has all that for you. So I know our call as Safaricom Business.
Shop data for browsing, and there's SMSs. So the rates are reduced. If you choose a 500 package, they are reduced to 2 shillings and 50 cents for voice, and 2 shillings for 1,000, and 1 shilling and 50 cents for 2,000.
So depending on the plans you have or the plans that you want, then the rates actually are discounted. And of course, the number of employees you have in your business, then you can be able to enjoy more for less. Asante, asante sana. I think we can go to our next colleague here. We've just talked about credit and all the credit facilities. Lucy has told us, yeah, ni mama wa Fuliza, Mshwari, and she's reminded us, by the way, Septon, that savings is very important. So maybe you can tell us and tell our online audience, what do we have in store within the Zidisha Biashara home?
Thank you once again. So for businesses, and so that we grow together. So for us, we offer credit products. Number one, we have an overdraft facility, just as Lucy had taken us through the overdraft facility. This is a revolving credit. You can always pay and always take it as much as you can. It's a 30-day loan, and it's favorable. The costs are also favorable for the businesses to grow. You can always use this to meet your daily business needs as a business. So we also have some term loan proposition that we offer with different tenures. That is, we have a 7-day loan, we have a 14-day loan, and a 21-day loan. The cost for these loans are also favorable. And it's good for us to also know that this is meant to help us meet the working capital needs for the businesses that we have, and the business that we support. The loan propositions that we have targets our Lipa na M-Pesa customers and also our Pochi la Biashara customers. You're all welcome to try them. Maybe I can give them the USSD for. So for our customers to access the overdraft, which we've dubbed Boost Ya Biashara, you'll go through the USSD code *234#. then choose option 2, where you'll enter your HO number, then choose Boost Ya Biashara. Then for the term loan, you'll also go through the same journey, that is *234#, choose option 2, then enter your HO number, that is the head office number, then select term loan option. For our Pochi La Biashara customers, the USSD that you'll go through is *334#, then choose option 8 for Pochi La Biashara. So that actually speaks to the business that we've brought in the spirit of transforming lives and in the spirit of growing together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And that is all about growing sustainably. Like we had said, it's all about, at the end of the day, Zidisha Biashara is here. Growing with Safaricom Business. We enable you to grow faster, grow consistently, growing efficiently, and most importantly, how are you able to sustain that business? How are you able to transform the lives of your customers and enable you at the end of the day to ensure that also your families are fed, yourself, plus as well as the social impact that you will going to have in the environment. So now, thank you so much, guys. Fire emoji, guys, for all of you who are online, for all your questions, tafadhali, put them on the menti.com. I hope we can showcase that, menti.com, because we are right now going to the Q&A session. This is where you can now ask all your questions to our panelists. We have Kenon Bai, who I want to invite on stage to join me at the stage. He's our first panelist. We're also going to have Lucy Kai, our lead in credit, all about Shwari, Fuliza, and all the credit facilities and opportunities that you're going to have. I also would like to invite, I don't know if Okata is still in the house, and he can also join me at the panel so that we can have a very interactive session. Sawa sawa, let's go to the panel. For the guys in the room, I will allow you to ask your questions in the room. So please prepare them. We're going to have all the questions set. This is going to be a very interactive session. Asante. Okay, so I'm also being reminded, Mheshimiwa, if you could also join us on stage. Naona pia kunaweza kuwa na maswali hapa. Unaweza to join kwa stage tafadhali, so that we make it as interactive as possible. So if you have any questions, especially when it comes to SMEs and your businesses, tafadhali. Okay. I will allow that first to happen. Everybody has a speaker, a mic. Okay, so I'll start with the room. Anyone with a question first? Anyone with a question? Okay. You can say your name, your business, and your question. Direct your question to one of the panelists. Asante.
Thank you very much. My name is John Maigua, a youth in business. I work in the world of environment, Siyong Arishamta. And my question goes to Lucy Kiai. Because we have heard about the Furiza, the Mshwari, but we are in the world of environment. The other day we were in COP29 to discuss about climate finance. So as Safaricom, how can you come through and try to come up with soft loan for environmental issues? Because at the end of the day, it's a win-win game. We are going green and also trying to help our community in health issue, food security. So how can it go? Lucy Kiai, thank you.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you. That is a good question. First of all, I'm a big ESG champion. I'm very passionate because if we don't take care of our planet, there'll be nothing left for our great-grandchildren. But most important is Safaricom is committed to SDG goals, right? So sustainability is a big anchor of our business. We have various sustainability goals that we're committed to. I think today we did focus quite a lot on financial empowerment, but we do have products in play that we are working, especially in the water and sanitation areas, which speaks especially to your question. And what we're looking to is promote loans that are green, that enable penetration in those areas. If I speak, for example, where we are at, this is an environment where we can be able to look at how do we promote seedlings in the area of agriculture to ensure that the flora and fauna is sustained, but also that we combat the challenge of climate. But if you look at our foundation, we're doing a lot of work around green, so away just from the money piece of it, our foundation does water restoration, it does tree planting in various areas. We have financial literacy for young children, just to empower them to understand green. And we are also very keen on carbon footprint and all in our offices. So very much into that space. And as M-Pesa, definitely you continue to see a lot of it. And what has been our biggest contribution as M-Pesa to the green agenda is paperless. Paper has been a big challenge to the green evolution. And so us making sure that all our solutions are paperless is our biggest contributor. I hope that answers. Thank you.
Asante sana. Any question? Oh yes, so I can see, can we have some roaming mics, please? We can go to the gentleman, then we'll come to you. Asante. You can start with your name, your business, and you direct your question.
Okay, good morning. My name is David Dongo. I work with an NGO called Light for the World, where we do empowerment of persons with disability in businesses. In Laikipia, we have over 700 persons with disability who have businesses we support. So my question goes to Kenon. You have such a nice capacity, skills in businesses. Can we reciprocate? Do you have like a model where you can train this, maybe the SMEs? Just the basic business skills, because I understand persons with disability are so lenient even coming to such meetings, coming to such forums. How can this information, just how to manage your personal finance and business finance, just think about it. Then the other thing, how can Safaricom maybe partner with NGO like Light for the World, whereby we can, not so many of them can be able to access like bank accounts. How can we support them to open these small accounts? So that's my take. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
To Wageshi, sometimes be inclusive, because we cannot always let down as you ask questions. Thank you.
Thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that feedback.
All right, thank you very much, David. Good questions there. So do we have a forum where we can empower people in finances, be it personal finances or business finances? Let me say that I'm part of an organization called Sandbox. Sandbox is a group of experts, and today I have my colleagues also in Sandbox. Wild International, please, you can wave. These are part of the experts in the Sandbox environment. So what happens in Sandbox is we've put together a group of experts, actually almost more than 30 experts. In that environment, then, David, we have expertise that can help businesses at various levels, okay? And then through a formal way of doing it, we are open to do that, be it marketing, be it HR, whatever subject an SME would be thinking about. We have a very able environment which you can do that. And we are happy to work with you in that sense. And also you brought us something interesting. Yes, there's a difference between personal finance and business finance. In fact, personal finance, which is my expertise really, we have a whole program that helps you manage your money. We say, how can you make more money? How can you grow your money? And how can you protect your money as a person, as an individual, after you've made money from your business? How does that help you reach your personal goals? So that's another angle that you bring in, David, but we are happy to partner in that sense. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So before I go there,
sorry, can I
yes
something on this question, because I think he had two questions. Can I be heard? Very interestingly, that you work for Sandbox, and you work closely with Sandbox, because all the grow sessions we've had, we've been working very closely with Sandbox, and I see an opportunity here of not just doing different forums, but to actually package this into a kind of training program that we can do with small businesses. So Thank you very much for that challenge. We'll work closely. As you can see, we're inviting very many partners, and we're going to work on something that we can come back and say that this is a package that you go through as an SME that addresses all your things. I think the second question I wanted to ask is, you asked about how can I easily get a till. It should be very easy. For example, Lucy talked about Pochi la Biashara. Just dial *334 and you will activate your separate wallet right away. In terms of getting a till, we have we can share a link, but if you go to empesaforbusiness.co.ke, you can actually apply for a till and you'll get it in less than 20 minutes. So these are things, while we have our salespeople around here who can help you, you can actually onboard yourself. So let me just, and I think maybe we'll share, maybe somebody should put it up. I don't know if anybody can put it up, including a QR code. Hey, so it's HTTPS. Just say empesaforbusiness.co.ke. Empesa for business. Empesa has a dash. M-Empesa for business.co.ke. Go to that link. You don't need to speak to anyone. We will be able, you will put in your details, and within 20 minutes, your till will be up, and we'll now work with you to ensure that we can display it. So it's very easy. Thank you very much.
If I may,
yes.
You said there are people with disabilities. We also have a Braille-enabled technology. I think that would be useful. So at Safaricom, some of our devices are Braille-enabled. So if you have visually impaired members, that would be useful.
Thank you so much for that feedback, because inclusivity is very important. Even as we are training, even as we are empowering businesses, we need to ensure that we are all inclusive in everything that we do. I want to go to the next question. I know she needed to ask a question. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much. My name is Purity Gitonga. I'm talking as a business lady because I run a hospitality industry at Nanyuki town. But my question, first let me say I'm privileged to join these great men and women in this great occasion. And I would like to direct my question to His Excellency, our Deputy Governor, Laikipia County, where I work. Yes, I appreciate the fact that the county governments have seen it wise to have more cashless transaction to enable streamlining of maybe revenue and other services. Kindly, can you let us know how the county government and Safaricom are working toward so that we can get that quick service delivery as a county? Thank you so much.
That's a good one from my colleague. I thought she should be the one who is supposed to answer that question. But nevertheless, let me pick it up. A partnership between Safaricom and Laikipia County government. Currently, what we have is a platform on how we can be able to ease on how customers can be able to pay to Laikipia County platform. But we are in discussion on how we can be able to improve the same. And when I talk of improving the same is on how we can be able to come up with all the revenue streams, especially for the business people. How we align the business streams to Safaricom platform, and then we see how we can be able to make our customer pay in a more friendly manner. But from where I see it, Safaricom comes with like a one-home package on all the issues we talk of on a business. Particularly, what will be disturbing us like Laikipia County is the security component. And these Kenyans and my good business people, they have a way of like the platforms we use, somehow they can be able to reconfigure and have another payment platform that will not help us accrue all the revenues. So we are coming up strongly to ensure, one, we partner with Safaricom on ensuring we ease in the business in terms of the revenues to revenue stream. But of a major concern is the security component to ensure all what needs to come to Laikipia County goes to our pocket.
Okay. Okata, do you have? Okay, sawa. I have a question here at the back. You could say your name, your business, and direct your question.
Good afternoon. My name is Charity Nyweke Bawa. I run a real estate company called Nisiri Ventures here in Laikipia. And from there, we found out that most of our customers, actually over 70% who buy land from us, are actually women. And through that, we we set up a foundation. I run a foundation called The Woman by Nisiri, and we advocate for women wellness, and especially financial literacy. My background is banking, so definitely I'm big on financial literacy. My question goes to the team from Safaricom. I'm hosting a very big event. I'm hosting a golf tournament and a women golf and gala event on the 14th of December. Number one, would like to know whether Safaricom would like to partner with us in that sense. And when we talk about financial literacy, the Safaricom team have mentioned that you have the option of savings. How competitive are those rates? When we're talking, maybe the next training should be specifically on wealth creation, avenues of wealth creation. We've realized there's a lot of convenience when it comes to moving money between Safaricom products. If you say, for example, the savings are there, is it convenient enough for me not to move my money from my M-Pesa all the way to a bank to a money market fund, which is giving me probably 13, 14% now? Or Safaricom has that option for us? Thank you.
Safaricom team, Okata.
Thank you very much, Charity.
Yes.
Yes. Let me answer the easy question, and then I will let my colleague Lucy answer the question about savings and interest and all that. First of all, I'm very excited that you came. I think we had a conversation up to yesterday, and we reached out to you, and I'm very happy to see you. In regard to, there's quite a lot of work we do with NGOs and organizations like yours. Allow me not to give an answer right now in terms of whether we are ready or willing to partner with you on 14th. Good that you already have a date. We're big on business with women. I think we do a lot of series regarding business with women. So could you please allow me to have a conversation with you, what Kenyans call behind the tent, and then we see what we can do together. Thank you. Let me invite Lucy to talk about think savings, and I think you're talking about some interest. Over to you, Lucy.
Yes, thank you, Charity. First of all, well done for your side hustle, which is the women empowerment. Yes, so the savings are very competitive, whether you look at Mshwari or KCB M-Pesa. But we also do our wealth management savings component that's available on the app. This allows you to go into the money market. So no, you do not need to move your money from your wallet to the bank. You can move it from your wallet into your wealth wallet, where it will earn you very competitive rates, which you can compare with other money markets in the industry, and you will see that we are at par, and even sometimes better because of economies of scale. So yes, we absolutely have that. And on top of that, we also have insurance, so you don't need to go to the insurance agency. You can simply move your money to pay directly to the insurance using the rates that we've negotiated with the insurance companies. So we are fully licensed on the insurance side. We do have an insurance license. Thank you.
Asante sana. So I'm being told I am standing in between your lunch and the rest of the prizes for this event. So I'll allow for one more question, if you may. One last question, and then we can proceed to the Sambaza Furaha segment as we close. Karibu.
Good afternoon. My name is George Kibuku. Like my colleague there, I work a bit in environment, but I mostly work within the consulting space. I do have a company, and we work sometimes in collaboration with other companies within the consultancy services. My question is to Keno. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I think it's easy to put money aside for business and personal if, for example, you have a set business and something that is personal. But in terms of consultancy, sometimes you work as an individual, sometimes you work as business, and if you do not actually have an employment on the side, you don't know which money is personal, which one is business, because all the money that you do get is actually set to move you to the next day and the next day and the next day, right? And also, again, for consultancy, you have say 6 months where your work is just looking for work. Right, another 6 months where you're very busy, you're doing a lot of things, yeah. So it becomes very difficult to actually like set, budget. This money is for here, this money is for here. You might just earn enough 1 month that will help you run for 3 months, and another, and so on and so forth, right? So maybe it's also important that you point that out. How exactly do you go about that financial sort of kujipanga in that sense, as far as that is concerned? Thank you.
All right, thank you for that question, sir. So generally speaking, when you're talking about now budgeting. When you budget, you look at your inflow and then your outflow, generally speaking. But you bring a very good point because consultants don't have a regular income flow. Mwezi moja mambo ni sawa, miezi mbili kumeleta shida, si ndio? So you start with budgeting your outflows, okay? You understand what is the minimum I need to run my consultancy. But even while there, you can separate again. If you have a small office which you're using at home as your consultancy, or which is like a small room in the same house, the same one that you're spending, you're lucky because you're using your premises for both business and work. But if you have a small office away from your house, the rent you pay for your office, that is an expense for your consultancy. Then the rent you pay for your house at home, that is your personal rent. So using that example, you list all the expenses that relate to the business and all the expenses that relate to your personal needs. Now your expenditure is done. You probably need 60,000 shillings every month to make your consultancy run, and you need 80,000 shillings for your personal life to run. Now let's come to inflow. When the inflow comes, then it needs to be able to take care of both. All right? Challenge is sometimes it doesn't, that dry month. So the advice is set up some sort of an emergency fund. The month things were working very well for you, you can prepare some expenses. Okay? So to get that cushion that, well, I know I've paid rent for 2 months because I don't know how the business will be in the coming months. But either way, it's important that you make enough money to cover your expenses. In the event that's not going to happen, then you carefully look at what do you need to reduce. That's a practical discussion that needs to happen, so you are very aware. Every month I need to get 60,000. If I don't get 60,000, there's a problem. What do? You probably say, I'm going to close my office or get to a smaller office. Then you start doing optimization. You keep reducing your expenses. So you start with knowing the minimum you need as a consultant. You end up putting aside a lump sum when things are good. But at the end of the day, you'll also know, am I running a profitable business by the end of the year? If consistently your consultancy is not able to meet the costs, then of course you start reducing the cost. I'm hoping that's helpful in the question. Thank you.
Asante sana. A round of applause to our panelists. Thank you so much, Okata, Kenon, Mheshimiwa, as well as Lucy. I would like you to take your seats. We are going to the tail end of our session, and like I said, I am standing in between your lunch and the rest of the Sambaza Furaha gifts. So at this juncture, if you could allow me, we have been sitting for 2+ hours. If you could just stand up, Kiasi. Stand up kidogo, let's just shake a leg, a hand. Let's stretch kidogo too. For our online viewers, our online audience, if you're there, you can as well take a break. This is a health break, kidogo too. And we could have some music too playing at the background because there's a lucky winner who is standing right now. Take your seats, and as you take your seats, check under your chair if you find a gift. As you take your seat, try and find a gift bag. Hey, msianze ku. Now I'm thinking this was a bad idea. Now, there is a lucky winner. Wait. Oh, tumepata winner. Wait. open it. Haya, the lucky winner, please stand. If we can get a roaming mic, atuambie majina, biashara. Tafadhali. Aya, hamtaki gift. Hapo kumeenda aje? Just your name and your biashara. If you could stand, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, just your name and your biashara.
Good evening.
Good evening or afternoon.
Good afternoon, sorry.
Thank you.
My name is Masindai. I work with Dato.
Okay, Masindai.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Masindai. Now, mheshimiwa, I would like you to indulge me kidogo. We have Masindai here. If you could just come to, kuja tu hapa. Masindai, if you could stand again. Masindai, yes. Very nice name. Now, I have an offer for you, Masindai. In that box, there are several gifts. I don't know if you can shake it to usikie ni kama unaweza jua what is there. It might be an iPhone 16, who knows? Eish. Samsung, tameshimwa anasema anataka. Now, I have an offer for you. Money or the box. Masindai, this is your lucky day. Na sijui if your people are going to work against you or they will be your friends. Do you have friends?
Masindai box.
Aya. Ngoja Masindai before you make a choice. I have 10,000 bob worth of cash to gift you. 10,000. Wait, in that box, kuna kitu mzuri. Yani, itakusaidia, inaweza saidia biashara. Maybe ni iPhone 16. Were you praying for an iPhone 16?
Masindai usidanganywe.
Unasema achukue nini?
Achukue pesa.
Achukue pesa? Hata umebadilisha. Guys, pesa ama box?
Pesa.
Hakuna zote. Haya. Let's try this again.
Wacha
Pesa.
Ongeza bei.
Niongeze bei. Hey, people are daring me. Haya. I will add 2,000 bob. You can have 12,000 shillings, sai. Ama, uende na box. 12,000 shillings or the box. Masindai, I'm giving you 1 second to make your mind. I'm giving you the mic. Your final answer. Oh, you have a mic. Your final answer.
Box.
Sema tena?
Box.
Very sure. Very sure. Aya basi, fungua box basi, Masindai. Yes. Oh, Masindai, come, please, come as we open. Tufungue hapa na mheshimiwa tafadhali, Ruben, our deputy governor. Kuja tu hapa.
Ametupa 12K.
Let's see together what she has. Ngoja. Don't allow him to. Just open. Just take what you've got inside. Onyeshana. So, ngoja. Guys. Ngoja. So, she walks away with airtime worth 8,000 shillings. Alikuja bila 8K. 8,000 shillings. Iyo ni yake. Now, in this book, I had written something. Because you told us you're from which biashara? Batu. So for Batu, we are giving 1 media buy. Basically, tutampea advertising, either on the digital spaces, either on radio, or on the billboard. What else are we giving you? I think we've given you airtime, hapa tu tumeandika, and 1 free security system audit for her biashara. Masindai, it's your lucky day. Karibu sana. Mheshimiwa, you can comment as you give us your final remarks.
I totally agree with her.
Yes.
Tungejichoma sasa. Lakini I think that was a good choice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, all the business ladies and gentlemen. But before I proceed, I wish to first of all invite my colleague, mwanabiashara, ama tuanze na mwenye hiyo docket, Juki, the CEO trade. 1 minute, then I proceed. You have another mic? Victoria, another mic, please.
Sawa.
Thank you, DG. All protocols observed. Wanabiashara hamjambo. Mmefurahi na session ya leo. This is very important and it's timely for people of Laikipia for us to grow with Safaricom Lite. The education, the knowledge that we get today will go handy to help us grow and improve our businesses, right? So my request is, let's sambaza this information to the groups that we work with, to the other businessmen and women that were not able to come. And a request to Safaricom, this is just a small group from Laikipia. We request that we do this more, and we plan together with the Laikipia County for us to have more time, more training for our business community in Laikipia. Ama sivyo wanabiashara, si mnakubaliana na mimi to request Safaricom wakuje tena na tena. And also Laikipia is quite diverse. The people from here, for example, if we take a roll call, how many are from Nanyuki? Mkono juu. How many are from Nyahururu? How many are from our county headquarters? So we need to do the same for Nyahururu and for Romuruti, because our county is quite big. It's not like other counties. Mungu abariki Safaricom. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Bwana Joke. There's a lot we are doing at the department, and continuous partnership with Safaricom will be a good game changer to Laikipians. With this, at this moment, who's ni mwanabiashara wa kuku? Laikipia County. No, lakini zile Laikipia County town ya Nyanyuki. Na pia ni waziri wetu CC administration. Karibu, Madam Purity Kendi.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, our Deputy Governor. All protocol served. Great men and women in the house. God is good all the time. Vile nitangulia kusema, my name is Purity Kendi Gitonga. Niko na kofia mbili ya kwanza ma business lady for almost 10 years now, Nanyuki Town. And again working as a CC in charge of county administration. First, let me say I'm honored to be in front of these great men and women in business, because I'm part and parcel. And once again, allow me to say, Safaricom, thank you for the social work that you're doing, because I know apart from giving us services, you're doing a lot in our community, and these resonate very well with our agenda of making sure that our people enjoys good service delivery. Again, your connectivity makes it easier for us to work, and that's why everybody here, akisimama atasema Safaricom, you are doing great work. We really appreciate for that. However, again, I want to appreciate His Excellency. You've mentioned about the revenue collection. We are going cashless, courtesy of Safaricom, because your services are fast, and we really appreciate. However, we have few challenges that I don't like as you go. Mwende mkifikiria hiyo, kwa sababu kama vile mheshimiwa alisema, when it comes to disaster ama insecurity, I'm part and parcel to ensure that our people enjoy security. Na tumekuwa na challenge, especially our people from Laikipia North. They have really suffered because network, it's very poor. Na mara ingine tunauliza, mbona munafikiwa mpaka munauliwa when we are here for you? Wanatuambia we trying to send a message, but we are not able even to move out of the house, because there are hizo milipuko all over. So it is my humble submission that as we enjoy these services here, you replicate the same to our people kule mashinani. Number 2, in terms of education, again, we are doing very well. In terms of connectivity, you are doing great. But again, when you come to our people, kimanju kule ndani, unakuta yule mtoto hawezi access hizi wanatumia kusoma, kwa sababu pia there is that poor network. When you work on that, we really appreciate. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you so much, our people. We continue connecting and doing the best, and may God bless you and do you good.
Asante, asante sana.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I think I will be very quick and just go direct to the point. Safaricom is a game changer in all our lives, especially in our business. Financial support. Leo nikasikia kuna furiza ya ika personal na ingine ya business. Ika business app sijui kana kuanga wapi. Lakini I'll be taught where it is, so that I can also start using it. Also issues to do with overdraft. I think there is a lot we can be able to learn from you people. Also, you are very good in internet. So when I talk of Safaricom, we see a one-stop solution on all our business activities. Particularly also the issues to do with the tracking device for the vehicles and all that. Now, my biggest issue is on the security. Lucy, you mentioned about you are good in it, but many other times unasikia rafiki yangu Maigwa ameenda sijui alikuwa anakunywa chai pahali akaambiwa tuanze kutuma pesa. I think that component of security need to be looked at from both angles, from one, we release money from one M-Pesa to the other, and also able to track the same through either the police agencies and also you. At least you assist our clients also not to lose money. And also the cyber security component will go a long way, and surely now we cross it. Or so when I talk of Safaricom, the other areas maybe you are very good, and nasijasikia mukisema who saved this world is Safaricom. So we also thank you so much for that. So today, in fact, it should be us gifting you, not us, not you guys, because you have done a lot for this universe, for this Kenya. That time, in terms of connectivity, in terms of transaction, saving our people in terms of revenue collection. We don't pressurize. We just talk to our people nicely. Na sasa hapa ndio unaulizanga, Lucy, you talk so well. Kenon, you talk so well. Mimi, Maigwa ni wasi.
Mzee mmoja alitamani kitu rohoni mwake. Kitu kimoja kikubwa Christmas hii. Kuwa familia yake ije na upendo. Ije na furaha tele. Furaha hiyo ienee zaidi kote. Ilete tabasamu ya Krismasi kwa wote.